Hello everyone, my name is Abby Choplis and today I'm going to be talking to you about my winter internship experience. My internship was performed at two locations, Architect Sports and Physical Therapy, which is located in Indian Trail, North Carolina, and Catawba College Athletic Training Facilities, which is located in Salisbury, North Carolina. At Architect Sports, I was under the supervision of head PT-AT Joe Toschetto, PT-AT Thomas Childers, PT assistant Devin Simmons, and PT Bree Mobley. While working at Architect Sports, I learned numerous variations. During the winter, they're a lot slower than they are in the summer, and they tend to see more geriatric and older patients. So I was able to work one-on-one with these patients to understand how we need to just make everyday living easy for patients. So exercises as simple as sitting up and sitting into a chair and standing up without using the handrails on the sides, walking upstairs, walking at an incline, and making sure they get full arm swing movements while walking. Just simple things like that are what we really focus on with our geriatric patients unless they come in with specific injuries, and then we involve that as well. My biggest challenge while working at Architect is definitely being in the COVID-19 pandemic. It's definitely slightly different because we have to wear masks. Our patients are now mandated to wear masks. So it is a little bit difficult to talk to the older patients and make sure they understand you as well as you understanding them. And it was also difficult because when touching the patients, had to wear gloves. So it was a little bit harder to maybe massage out and get into the body parts that we really were trying to work on. My biggest takeaways was definitely the difference between a geriatric patient and a college-age athlete. During the summer, I specifically worked with the college-age athletes, so knowing that I was really getting my first time working with the geriatrics was very eye-opening, and noticed that they can't do things like people our age can, which was very eye-opening. So at Catawba College, I am under the supervision of head athletic trainer Brandon Otten and assistant athletic trainer Lupe Morales. Brandon is my supervisor when I am in the Fieldhouse athletic training room, and Lupe is my supervisor when I am in the Abernathy Gym athletic training room. So while working with Catawba Athletics, it is definitely different than working in a clinic setting. One, because not only during the COVID-19 pandemic do we have to follow state regulations, but we also have to follow NCAA regulations. So I had to learn and sit down and really understand what the NCAA expects from us as an athletic training staff during the COVID-19 pandemic and what protocols and procedures we need to have in place while working with the athletes to keep ourselves healthy as well as our athletes. The biggest challenge was also the COVID-19 pandemic, just because you have to have athletes show up anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes to practice earlier, which can be difficult, especially with class schedules and whatnot, because you have to do appropriate temperature checks, symptoms checklists. If COVID tests have to be performed, you have to give the COVID test. And then also just trying to keep the environment as clean as possible, especially right before practices when athletes are coming and going out of the athletic training room. It can be a little difficult to make sure that, all the tables are properly sanitized in between each athlete and towels are put away and that. So that was definitely a big challenge as well. My biggest takeaway from working with Catawba College is that every day is going to be different, so don't expect to come in and think that you know how it's going to be, because it's not. And especially with the NCAA and with COVID-19, your schedule can change at the blink of an eye. So you just have to be open and ready to work and ready to change your schedule and not let it affect you. I appreciate you I appreciate the internship experience that I had, and knowing that I get to, you know, really understand my future career in both a clinical and a um, college setting has really been helpful to me and eye opening to me. So, thank you.